Okay, guys, I think we're ready to go now. I hope everybody feeling good tonight. So,
Mhm.
um, Sabia, maybe you will show a little bit about what you have prepared for us, and then I will also talk after you
Yeah.
show us something cool
So
tonight.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm going to start by nodes, and then I'm going to go through the WAN, the SDXL, and the Z image one. I've got all the workflows already at the top. So yeah, hey everyone, my name is Sabia. So I want to start by just kind of going through what we've been working on for the past month with VL. So just to kind of kick things off, I've got this. These are a set of custom nodes that VL has spent a long time building. And the main kind of goal when we put these together was to have something where we can batch create images without having to write prompts, and with also being able to do good image to image from images we find online or other AI images. So just to kind of explain the reason I'm explaining these nodes first is because these nodes are going to kind of be in every single one of the other workflows, and they make everything so much easier. So just to kind of explain how they work. So this is a batch image loader or an advanced image loader. So we very easily can drag and drop and upload images here. So it's much more cleaner for uploading images than you would use in the default Comfy UI.
Yeah. So
You can
basically,
also,
like, I guys, if you think about this, like, you guys are all probably like a bit afraid of the Conf UI, right? But why is that? That's because the UX of Conf UI is really not up to the like the modern standard of what you would expect from like a platform, right? So this is what we took as our like focus in this release, also to make something that is super powerful, that enables you to generate like hundreds of images per hour, for example, and like how to make that work inside Conf UI. And then this is how this node was born. This is a drag and drop image upload node that supports multiple images. Okay, Xavier, go
yeah,
continue.
exactly. Yeah. And what we can do with this, so that you can batch upload hundreds of images very quickly by dragging and dropping. And I know many of you that use Comfy UI, yeah, it can be daunting, but these nodes, like VL said, can make it very easy to upload and drag and images. So this then connects directly into the Reality Prompt Generator, RPG. So this custom node was built it's basically for batch prompting and also generating prompts. So with this custom node, there's a prompt library, and I think we have, how many prompts do we have now? 8,000 something
Almost
inside?
8,000. Yeah. And
So
I want to say something about these prompts. These prompts are not just like random prompts that you would ask from like an AI, like make me a prompt. These were actually created by using real images, like 8,000 real images, and then ask the AI to describe like the reality, you know, not just like make up new reality, but what is like the baseline reality, you know? Okay.
exactly. And we also have it filtered by content, by person. We also have safety levels. So depending on what you're looking for, if you want safe for work, suggestive, NSFW, you can choose. So if we choose NSFW and we then go show random, we have then 6 random ready to go NSFW prompts. And we can then just add these 6 to batch, and we can then generate. So it's a very easy way of, for those of you that don't like writing prompts or are just struggling to make prompts, you can just open this up, randomize the prompts, hit go, and you're generating images. You can
Wow.
also, sorry, go ahead.
I said, wow.
Okay, yeah. It's pretty insane, and that's just the prompts we already have built into the database. You can also favorite prompts with a star, so the UI is incredible. It's really easy to use, and Comfy UI is known for looking like shit. So the fact that VL's made it look half decent, yeah, huge kudos.
We have
Kudos.
in comp UI, guys.
Yeah, like
2026,
Comfy
we're
UI
gonna do
looks
it.
horrendous. So yeah, this now makes it look more like an actual app and
Yeah.
usable. So that's one part of it. So you can just randomize the prompts, batch them up, hit run. The other thing you can do is you can then, like we talked about here, you can load your images and you can then get the prompts from these images. So if we go to generate prompts, which is here, we can then choose what model we want to use. So I'm going to be using Grok. You can also use Gemini. Grok can do NSFW, so that's why I prefer to use Grok. You come down here. We also have or just to kind of go through as well what this image is here. So we've also have a character consistency where we can, so for example, if you were wanting to get the description of a character as a reference, you could upload your character reference here with this load image, and then you can get the reference from that image. So when it's writing the prompts or generating new prompts, it's gonna take the detail of the character here and put it into the
and
character
that's also AI powered. So basically, you upload the character reference image, you click the generate from image button, and then it will like make the perfect prompt, kind of like what is the girl's look. And this is very useful for like creating captions for your LoRa training.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also, for example, here, if you wanted to do, so if you're so the other use case for this as well is for captioning, and this is actually the caption generator. So if you're creating a data set, you could put in your keywords. So if I was going to use my keyword Sabia, you could put in the character description and your keyword, and then it will add that and merge that into the main prompt. So let's just show like how this would work. So we've loaded these 3 images. We put I'm just going to use a tag word for this. If I was captioning, we then would go to this here.
But wait, hold on. Wait, you have to write the instructions also that it has to start the word, start with the Sabia, right?
It will start by default, but we can
Okay.
also say start with Sabia, but it should start.
I like to be really clear usually, but it usually works anyways.
So if we then generate prompts, we can come down here. It's then going to analyze these images and it's going to generate the prompts for them.
And it's super fast. With Grok 4, it's so fast and it is fully uncensored. So you can use this to generate insane NSFW prompts, which is really exciting.
Yeah, so we can then go add to batch. It then loads them over here with positive and negative prompts, also the seeds, everything sort of ready to go. Which, is just insane how fast it is. I mean, you could batch, like if you think in the use case, you could batch 100 images here, a character reference, and you could just hit generate, and within like 60 seconds, 2 minutes, you've got a whole list of prompts, and you can then hit run.
Captions for your LoRa training, for example. So you could have like
do it for that.
Created your images already, your dataset, which we will also cover later this week. I'm actually going to release a really exciting step-by-step public tutorial that will go through every step that I take personally to create my latest character LoRas. This is almost done, and later this week we're going to put it on our official YouTube channel, guys. So excited for that.
Yeah. So that's now these are the two. So yeah, so the image load, advanced image loader, and the prompt.
Okay, let's take a step back. So basically, you have prepared us like the different outputs or like whatever the workflows that we have now. We actually in this new release we now have. Let me check how many workflows there are. So you just showed one of them. We actually have 14 different workflows, and in comparison, version 1 of Instaro had only 4. So we have added 10 totally new workflows, and you just showed us the caption generation workflow, which can be used to automatically caption your dataset for character LoRa training. Okay, so let's move on.
Yeah, and the reason I wanted to start with these ones is, as I said at the beginning, they're in every one of the workflows, these nodes, and they're one of the things that you will need to kind of change as a user. The rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. So that's this one. If we go to over here, so if we're going to zoom out a little bit, you can see how complex this workflow has gotten. I think when me and Vel were brainstorming about this, the workflow started like this big, and then it got to like here, and we're like, hey, let's do something. Let's do this, and then it got bigger and bigger, and then we ended up with this. So it is quite
exciting images, dude. I'm excited to see what you prepared.
So we're running on 5090 and 64 gigabytes of RAM. Like I would say that's pretty much a minimum, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
you need a beefy GPU. So what workflow are you looking at now? What are we
So
looking
this
at?
is WAN 2.2. So this is using WAN. So this is using the same
Mm-hmm.
methods that we discussed earlier. So we have a character reference. I have loaded 2 images that I'd like to basically replicate with a character LoRa. So you have a WAN 2.2 character LoRa. I've generated the prompts as we would have done earlier. So I've
Yep.
done the same method that I just showed, but I've already
Yep.
done this. And then we go through here, and now this is where it's doing. Oh crap! Oh god! I think it's froze because I'm possibly froze.
Oh shit!
It might be because I'm streaming
Technical
at the same
difficulties,
time.
guys.
Yeah, it might
Live
be 'cause I'm
demonstrations
streaming.
always have issues.
We should be okay. So basically, what it's doing here is we're going through by through the sampling. So we're running the thing through 4 samplers. If I can refresh this because it's
Damn,
all,
dude, you had like 7 tabs prepared. Maybe it's like
it's
what
too heavy
happens
maybe.
sometimes crashes like that.
Yeah, it's emoji 1. We might have to refresh it.
Fuck you! But if you refresh, wait, no, you're gonna lose the generated stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's if that one we can go to the next one or the Z image one. It's the same thing. So as long as this one doesn't crash, it's the same thing. So
well, we can talk about actually. Let's talk about one coded workflow that we have now created. This is like the final version of one workflow. Like we have tried to do every optimization and improvement in terms of like the skin realism and the amateurness of the images. So what is happening in the one workflow, even though right now it glitched, normally of course it wouldn't, if you're just running the one on its own, you wouldn't have like 7 of the different tabs doing 7 different things, right? So you would focus on the one, and then with the character LoRa, it really shines. Like we discovered this new sampling setup where you have how many? Do we have 4 samplers now?
Yes, 4 sampling. Yeah. 4 samples.
So basically, there are 4 different samplers, and it goes in steps. So it first makes an approximate image of what would look like an amateur image. Then it makes it a little bit bigger and a little bit more detailed. And then it does this 4 times. And as a result, we get a really nice and realistic skin texture in the images. And this is our WAN final coded workflow that makes most WAN character LoRas look incredible, right?
Yeah. It's like we can take like basically like a WAN character LoRa, and it runs through 4 samplers.
Dude, can you just show the outputs in your output?
So I'm thinking this is complete. This is because I've got so much open and streaming. I think it's just like because this is the same thing. Okay. So I can restart it if you want, and then we can see. Because all of this is already saved. It shouldn't be like this UI is kind of bugged. But if I refresh it, we might lose the images.
Okay, refresh it, test it. Let's test it. If you lose it, you still have the images in your outputs folder, right? Because all the images are saved into your ComfyUI/outputs directory.
They're all the same. This one should be. Well, if it seems to just be WAN that has just glitched. So if I reset, we're gonna lose a few of them.
Some other ones are also brave.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
Best
typical, right? Yeah. Well, if we can also go through here. We're gonna have to reset it. Let's just reset it. It's just easier.
Okay.
Just reset it.
Like we can also do some live demonstration if we have to. You know, it would be okay. We can start some generations or whatever, even if we lose the progress right now, right? Because
I mean, I've got 7 workflows open, and running this locally is fucking insane.
Yeah. But WAN is still a really big model, guys, right? So it has like you need at least a 5019, and it works perfectly. Instaro version 2.0 works perfectly on cloud GPUs. We have built it so that everything is almost like one click install.
I think we still have some of the images still saved,
which
is good. Okay, so we can some of them may be missing, but we can go through how things work. So as we said, the sample, it goes through the first round of sampling. So it goes through 4 samplers for WAN. Once we go through sampling, we then go through a round of face detailing and eye detailing, where it will basically adjust and detail the face and fix any issues of the face from a distance. and then it will also focus on the eyes. And we can see where it saved the eyes here. I mean, a common thing when you have eyes is they can be look very poor. But one of the things we have with this is fixing the eyes and detailing the eyes. And essentially what we're doing here after we've generated this image, after we've done the first generation of the image, is we're then running it through a round of detailing and fixes, as well as nudity fixing, which we'll go through into the next one. So we do face detailing, eye detailing on the second pass here. We then, as most of you know, using like Z-Image and WAN and other open source models, a lot of them struggle with nudity. A lot of them cannot do genitals, they can't do breasts, they can't. Even with LoRa's, they still look like shit. So one of the things that we do here is we take the image and we put this as like a NSFW fix or an upscale. And essentially what it's doing is it's masking the image and it's fixing the details of the breasts or genitals. So if I can show you this in action, and it's still not perfect, but we will fix it again even more later on. So this is the default WAN breasts or nipples. I mean, they look ridiculous, right? Like these look crap. I mean, it's poor. But what we can do is we can then we can automatically detail in the nipples, and this is the first pass. So they're not perfect, but this is the first pass. We can also see background elements in AI images also look very fake, especially on these models. Nano Banana is much better, and closed source models can do great backgrounds, but these open source ones not so much. But if you can see the before, especially on these little details, it's fixing things. For example,
can you show the lamp on the ceiling, for example?
Yeah, and things like at the back, and these are such small little details, like little things can get fixed.
They look a bit squiggly before, and now they look clean as fuck, you know?
Yeah, sofa, for example. I mean, you know, we're zooming in on fucking sofas when there's a pair of tits.
And how this works, guys, is by upscaling. So we are like upscaling the background, basically, but we are ignoring everything else because the upscale often would mess up the skin.
Here's a good example. Like, here's a good example of like this is kind of nonsense, and it's like tried to fix it. It's fixed the reflection. It's fixed the handle. Same as these parlants here. I mean, they're so far in the distance. I mean, that's just an example. The same as this light. I mean, it's tried its best to fix the light.
It looked like a hole before, not a lamp light.
It's just a lot of noise and especially on the window frame. So you can see it can fix a lot of things, especially clothing as well. We've also got the nipples.
It added nipples. Look, it added nipples because it uses SDXL like Lastify. You have a choice to use NSFW models to do all this detailing. So it can actually take a WAN image that has bad support for NSFW and fix all the details in the body. And
so yeah, that's the first set of fixes, but we decided that this wasn't enough. So we then got onto the next round of detailing, which you can see here, where we do full-on hands, pussy, breast, feet, and mouth detailing.
Zoom in a little bit.
I'll zoom right in here so you can see. So the breasts, this was after the first set of detailing, and the nipples look all right, but then this is after the second round. And you can see it's really like, I mean, that looks not bad, but it really does and you can use this and you can use this these detailers on any image as well. So obviously the genitals aren't in here, so it skips. Hands aren't really, feet aren't really in. Mouth, it might use little subtle elements on the mouth.
So you mean that we made a separate workflow in addition to the other one?
Yeah, so the big use case as well, as I said, for this is for, let's say that you don't want, you're generating images with Nano Banana or Seedream. And again, Seedream does dog shit nudity. I know some people say it's decent. I don't think it is decent. I think it's crap. So you can use this to fix those images. This will run the same method for fixing nipples, fixing genitals. You can essentially use any image, load any image into this. And
can you show the actual workflow?
Yeah, I will load it. I'll show it after this one, and I can load up the workflow and we can see it. The other important, so just to kind of take it a step back. So we're fixing nudity, we're detailing the image, and then this final part of the workflow, which is at the end, is we are. I mean, do you want to talk a little bit about this, VL? Actually, as you spend a lot of time on these nodes, the metadata and
Oh yeah.
the neural grain. Do you want to
So
explain what these are
let
for
me see if
people?
I can share my screen. Actually, let me see. Share your screen, or maybe wait. Maybe one of us can
Well,
do it.
maybe it's. I can
Wait,
share
let's.
the workflow if you want, but I mean, I
Um,
have it here if you want to just talk about it here, what it is while
Okay,
it's
I will just
open.
talk about it generally, but basically what I wanted to show like how awesome like the post processing slash AI detection bypass is, because I took like 2 weeks I think to develop this. So I started by researching like what are the methods to bypass AI detection, AI image detection. There are several companies who are working to detect images, and they're also like even like corporations like Instagram, et cetera, they all want to detect the AI images, because actually AI images are mostly kind of spammy, you know, because you can automate it and you can make like 100,000 images per day or something if you automate it. Yeah. So it's important that in the future we are fighting against these detections, because we don't want to get detected. Our AI influencers should be treated the same as normal people, you know, if we want to be successful in marketing with them. So I built like it consists of like I think 10 different steps I think in the final bypass workflow that runs through several different graphical operations on the input image, where it will try to like shape the data in the image to look less suspicious, less like AI and more like a real photography, you know. And it does this by like for example, at the beginning, it will change the lighting and color to be more natural. Then it will simulate a camera like it was taken with a real camera. And then at the very end, it will add actual real iPhone metadata to the image that is indistinguishable from a real iPhone image. And maybe you can show that, Xavier.
Yeah,
Zoom in a bit to
so
the object.
you can select which iPhone you want here to replicate.
Mhm.
So let's just say you want to use, we've got a 12 to 15 Pro Max at the moment. So let's say you want iPhone 15 Pro Max. On the authentic metadata, you can also choose the location of where you want the photo to be, the date.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
it's
really cool.
injected.
For example, you have currently selected synthesize random US city GPS location like metadata into the image also. So yeah. Plus it has start date and end date for the date-time synthesis. So it will add to the image like the image was taken like 5 days ago or something like that. So it's
Yeah.
doing everything it can to look like a real image basically, and it will remove all the ComfyUI metadata from your image that you might otherwise have and upload to like Instagram and get instantly banned, you know?
Yeah. So so it's basically like a way to, so it successfully can bypass AI detection and also makes sure that all of your images, once you've gone through the workflow, are saved and are clean with injected metadata for
Yeah.
an iPhone.
But
So
I
it
have to
looks
give a
like real life.
disclaimer here that it's not guaranteed to make your image bypass. So often it doesn't work also, and the detectors are always like it's a cat and mouse game between the detector and the guy who is trying to bypass it. So right now it does work, I think, but we have to keep updating it to make sure that we keep up to date with the cat and mouse game or whatever. That the
It's also
detection.
heavily depends on the image that you're feeding into it.
Yeah, but it's not only technical, like we are changing metadata. It's actually changing the look of the image to look more natural also. So for me, actually, what I use it for mostly, yeah, that workflow. This is our bypass for AI detection workflow, full workflow. So I use this one actually to make the images look really good and really amateur and really candid, and that is actually its main usage. The when you make the image look more realistic and more amateur, it actually will also technically make it harder to detect because it looks more like a real image. Yeah. I can't hear you, say, but are you talking? your mic is muted, or I got muted or something. Dude, your microphone is not working, I think. More technical difficult. Sorry about that, guys. Let me see if I can share my screen now. Let me see. Can you see, guys? Wait, let me... Philip, are you here?
Yes,
How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing fine. Excited
Did you
for
put
the
up the new
launch.
video? Yeah?
Yeah, it's
managed-
like 2 hours live already, so great.
Perfect. A lot of people joined already.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot for that.
no problem.
Okay. So you guys, you can... Philip, tell me if you can see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm seeing everything.
Yeah? Is it good
And
quality?
it's
Yeah?
good, it's good quality, yeah. You don't like
Okay.
you need to zoom in a bit, but it's fine, it's fine.
Okay, I will zoom in. Yeah, hold on. Let me go here. While I don't know, Sabia, are you here? We can't hear you. Your microphone is messed up, or it's not showing that you're talking. Actually, maybe you can reconnect to Discord. I bring you up again. But in the meantime, okay. So also randomly, this is open. We have Sabia has recorded 5 different walkthroughs right now about the workflows in the same manner he was already explaining. They're really in depth. They go over everything. They explain everything. So we have the one STXL in painting, caption generation, detailing, and STXL workflow tutorial that will be published to VIPs private. So okay, let me go back. Okay, it's here. Okay, so this is the version 2 face swap workflow that I've updated for you guys. So here is, for example, a result of it. This was the original image, and this is the result. And what is incredible now is that we've updated from using ideogram, which was already really good, to using Nano Banana Pro. And what advantage this has is that it can copy the expression. So if you notice, we are doing the same expression, and it looks so good. Like compared to the original image, it maybe even looks a little bit better, right? So what is different now in this workflow is that we have both ideogram face swap and Nano Banana Pro face swap choice. So at the beginning of the workflow, let me go here, you can actually enable, for example, I can disable Nano Banana and only use ideogram face swap, or I can actually even use both of them, which works like this, that first it will face swap with ideogram, which is already really good, as I said, and then it will pass that image on to Nano Banana Pro, and it will even make it even better than before. So it's combining 2 really good face swap models. We still have the NSFW fix, but now actually it's not even required so much, because if I show you guys, for example, if I go here, so we have the character image, basically the face you want to swap onto a new image, and then you have the swap 2 images. So this is again the advanced image loader, which supports drag and drop. So for example, I can go to my downloads folder. Let's go to like this and take some images, for example. Let me see. For example, let's find a normal image. Like this, for example. I can drag and drop it here. It's automatically uploaded. And this supports any number of images, so I could upload like 100 different images that I want to swap this face onto. And then I could run this workflow on 100 images at once and have like 100 face swaps done. But right now, if I run this, hey Sabia, are you back? What happened to Sabia, guy?
I don't see him in the contributors or
Wait, let me see what he said. I will add him back. Hold on, I have to bring him back to the stage. My bad. Where is Sabia? Can we search here? Wait, Sabia. It's a stupid system. Here. Invite to speak. Yo.
Yo, can you hear me? Sorry, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's very-
fucking 5090 is just not enough.
Your PC crashed?
Yeah, I thought I was like, you know what? I think I can run this workflow and stream, and apparently I couldn't do that. It just black screened. Yeah,
Shit.
it's fine without the stream, but it's streaming is too demanding to run comfy.
It's okay. Yeah, because Discord streaming is really unoptimized. Mine PC is also lagging a bit, and I have like a monster PC also. But it's okay. Next time we're gonna have a Twitch stream, guys, and then it's gonna enable us to go even further. So, FaceSwap. Actually, I'm not gonna do live demonstration of FaceSwap right now, but I will show something new about the FaceSwap that we changed, which is really interesting. Let me just find my API keys because we are missing all the API keys here. Let me just add them quickly. And one thing I want to talk about is education. So a lot of people always ask me that they say that they are new to ComfyUI and they have no idea how it works. And this is okay, guys. It's a learning curve. You have to understand, you are maybe right now, you don't know how ComfyUI works, what is even going on. But we will be making ongoing tutorials step by step, how to use these workflows most effectively, how to get the results you are dreaming of, how to build your AI influencer empire. Yeah. So we are here for you guys. And if you join the VIP now, it's going to be a lifetime membership. And this is a unique situation right now. We're going to actually stop providing lifetime membership to VIP after we have hit 777 VIPs total. So right now we are at around 150 people in VIP. So
There is one thing.
Yeah.
There is one thing I would like to add to everyone who is, I don't know, struggling with ComfyUI or something like that, doesn't know where to start. Just to give you my experience, guys, I have an IT background, so I had quite a head start. And I started learning ComfyUI, it was in August. And for 2 months, I was just struggling, training the LoRa's, failing, couldn't install the nodes. And if you just keep failing long enough and input your errors into AI, you will eventually get it to work. So it just takes time.
True. So guys, look at this now here. So basically all the models are already getting better and better, and how this workflow works here is that we support both Nano Banana Pro and Seedream 4.5, Seedream 4, and Nano Banana for image edits. And Seedream 4.5 is a new version of Seedream that came out like a few weeks ago, I believe, if not less. And for example, this hair swap functionality of this face swap workflow to enable you to also have like matching hair or like a different hairstyle, for example, works powered by Seedream 4.5. And now Seedream 4.5 actually, it works much better because notice here, it's not actually cooking the quality of the image too bad. Like previously it was making the image like really like orange or something. Now it's no longer doing that, and the hair swap works really good. It's actually changing it in the place. Okay, so let's move on. I show you guys something here. I want to show something here. Let me go here. Edit previous. And here you can see that actually Nano Banana has performed the face swap here. And what is incredible about this is you can notice there is no pixel shift. Like the image doesn't move at all, only the face changes to our target face, yeah? And then at the end, we have this amazing result where basically we are able to put whatever face and hair and stuff on anybody that we want. So this is very powerful. And the new features that I implemented is that if you notice here, it's only a face crop. So you could have a naked pussy down here and Nano Banana would never know. So it's able to do face swap on NSFW images also, which I'm very excited about because it just like we have an SDXL workflow, and everybody knows that SDXL is like notoriously hard to train for face consistency. And so this workflow, like being able to face swap onto an already almost consistent image of your AI influencer is very powerful, because it will enable you to take like an almost perfect image and really make it truly perfect. Yeah, because this is like, you couldn't tell this like which one is AI, to be honest. They're both AI though. Okay. So this is the updated face swap version 2.0 workflow that is included in the InstaRow version 2.0. So, and now I have one more here, special workflow. It's the big workflow, which is basically big stands for batch image generator. And this is tailor-made for Nano Banana Pro, and it has built-in optimization for price. So you can enable this 2x mode, which means that each prompt is generated into two alternative images. I can show you guys quickly, because this workflow is super fast because it uses the Nano Banana Pro API. Okay, so we have everything set up already. We have all the keys here. We have, okay. So basically, this workflow also supports multiple images and in batch mode. So if you guys have used Nano Banana Pro, you can upload any number of images to it, up to like 10 plus images or something. But generally, you wouldn't do more like 3, for example. So that's why we have 3 here. So like if I go to the image to image mode here, for example. So now you can see what I have been doing here in the past. So this is the girl that I've been, my influencer, an Asian Gothic baddie. And I'm uploading 3 of her images to Nano Banana Pro to make new images. So, and we have image 2 also. So we can also pass along like an outfit that I want her to wear, for example. So here we already have her own image, but you could put any image from like Pinterest or whatever. Then you could run this workflow. Well, you would actually go here, generate prompts. I would go to the reality mode. I would click generate prompts. I would make sure Nano Banana Pro full edit model instructions are chosen. Okay, interesting. Fucking live demonstration. Wait, let's go back here to text to image mode and just generate some prompts. I go to prompts library. I will take some prompts. I will put suggestive images, for example. Suggestive prompts, I mean. Actually, let's do NSFW also. So now it's filtered to 6,700 prompts, for example. And now when I go back to the generate prompts, in here I have library inspiration button. I can click this and I can choose how many prompts from these 6,700 prompts are going to be passed along to, let's say, we have Gemini 3.0 Pro or Grok 4 to generate new prompts from. So the idea is that we have almost 8,000 prompts. What if we could have unlimited prompts? So this is what this generate prompts is attempting to achieve. So it's going to take each time randomly 5 prompts from the prompt library, pass them on, and ask for the LLM to come up with new prompts. So now we are expanding, but we are also using the really good reality-based prompts as the baseline for the reality of the prompts, the new ones that it generates. So it's not coming up with new ideas itself, but rather it's combining already realistic prompt into new ones. Okay, so let's see if this works, or I don't know, we had some weird error, maybe something is not working. Let's see. So I can put, I want 10 prompts, and I go, wait, let me see, I will put also clean mode enabled. This will prevent it from like adding like too much grain and stuff which can look fake. Okay, so let's generate 10 prompts. Yeah, we are on Grok 4 fast. Okay, so it should be fast because we also support the latest Gemini 3.0, but this model is really good for like safe to work prompts, but it's a lot slower and more expensive. So it does the generation in parallel. So basically we can do 10 at once. Okay, so it finished. I can go here, zoom out a bit, add to batch. It adds the 10 prompts. There is a button here that will sync like the latents, because ComfyUI is like it works on like actual latents, not like on images itself. So everything runs directly in the GPU. So that's why now we have 10 prompts. We need 10 latents in the GPU. Okay, now we have 10 latents with. Thanks to this button, everything is automated to make your life easier. So now we go to the big. We have the prompts. Okay, so we have 10 prompts. Now we have this 2x mode, for example. If I disable it, then now we would generate 10 images with the 2x mode. What it's doing, it's enabling you to have 50% cost savings. So each request will still cost 14 cents, 0.14 cents. But every time it will generate 2 alternate images, which means that each image actually will cost only 0.07. This is only supported in WaveSpeed AI. On Val AI, for example, it's not supported. So, okay, let's do this. I will try to generate some images and some like risky images with Nano Banana Pro. Let's see if it works. So generate 20 images. This is the estimated cost, 140, okay? Which is not bad. 20 Nano Banana Pro images. Normally it would cost twice as much. Okay. So we start generating. We have this beautiful animation here. So now we have this node, the big node. Basically, it runs the Nano Banana Pro image generations in parallel. So you can set here, I have set it to 100 parallel. And we also have the max retries. So because I actually inputted quite risky prompts, and Nano Banana Pro has censorship built in, so it shouldn't actually work, but it does sometimes work. So if you were doing this by hand, you would get the error, and then you would have to like restart that and maybe try again and again and again until it works. But like, for example, here, it will do this for you automatically, and we are actually getting some images out of it. So let's check this. Okay. They are really realistic. Well, this one is really good. I like the lighting is good. So, okay, this one not so realistic, but still not bad. Wait, hold on. Let's open again. So you have this gallery where you can preview the images it generated. Well, this one. And here I'm doing text to image, so all the girls are like random girls. So I could specify, and I could use this to generate new faces, for example, also. But if I wanted to make new images with Nano Banana Pro with my own girls, so then I could go here to then enable image to image, pass in the actual character reference. And for example, I could also put in like a body reference, for example, like a really, like, let's say I do like this, yeah. So then I would instruct, like it would understand that you want this kind of like huge, but. So now we have, for example, 10 new images that we would generate of our actual character with Nano Banana Pro. And then we have, once we have generated all of them, you can click run. and it will pass all the images through. Can be used for other workflows to then consume these images, for example, although right now we haven't yet added anything. So you can make images like this literally automatically, because I didn't really do anything here. I just generated the 10 prompts and generated these images. Yeah. Sabia,
Yes.
how are you?
Yeah, good.
Do you want to take
I'm
over
just-
again?
Yeah, I will. I'm just running this first before I start streaming. So
Okay,
just
okay.
give me a couple of minutes, and then I can share. I just don't want it to crash.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let me see if I can show us something else. So this is actually the finished bypass AI detection workflow. Let me upload one image here quickly to show you guys and just run it through it. So let's take this same one, for example. So this workflow is the bypass AI detection, but I like to think about it more like the post-processing workflow. Once you have already generated an image, this workflow can really like make it look even more amateur by fixing the colors, because actually this image is already really good, but you can notice a subtly change here, and every step of the way there's like, let me see, there's like 10 different steps. There is a compare node that enables you to compare to the previous result. So, and this is using the min settings for the bypass. We also have a second workflow that uses the max settings, and it will cook the image much more, and you will see a bigger difference in each step. But this one is deliberately really subtle, so that it doesn't like make the image unnaturally like look bad or whatever, you know. You want it to be just a bit more realistic, not like overcooked with like too much grain everywhere, yeah? So let me show the final result here actually, so that we can see like all of the steps applied at once. So this is the original, and this is the result of this post-processing. Original, post-processed. And this is included also. So I can show you guys all of our workflows. These are the 14 different workflows that are included. We have 2.2 STXL plus set image for face detailing with character LoRa of say image to add consistency to STXL NSFW images. Then we have STXL plus 1, same idea. You can take a WAN character LoRa and you are able to put your character face on top of NSF images generated with STXL. Then we just have a normal set image, not a normal, a powerful set image workflow. The face swap updated. Then we have the teleport one, which hasn't been updated yet properly, but will be updated soon in one of the next minor releases. I just ran out of time, guys. Sorry about that. Then we have the detailing workflow, totally new workflow that will just fix all the issues, like make the nipples look good, fix the eyes if your image has bad eyes, many other fixes. Then we have the old boob and glutes workflow that will enhance the boobs and the butt size of your image. This one needs also to be updated in the future, but for now it does work. Then we have the bypass AI detection min version that I just showed. And then we have the bypass AI detection max version, which this one can actually remove synth ID also, if you guys are interested in that. But it will also cook the image, so it looks kind of crazy, like grainy and really, really amateur, even too much. Then we have the InstaRaw big workflow, which I just showed you guys to make these, when we made these nurse images here. This is the big workflow. This enables you to really unleash Nano Banana Pro and take it to a whole new level. It basically allows you to batch multi-image generation. So for example, this is request 1, request 2, request 3, and so on. And you can just read this running, come back later, enjoy your perfect Asian influencers. Let's check this image. This looks really amateur.
Mine's ready
Yeah?
now. If you want
Okay.
me to
Let's switch
show.
back. Yeah. Let's switch back.
Mm, Okay. Can
Okay.
you see?
Yep.
Please don't crash. Right. So this is another workflow that this is the juicy stuff. As you can see, this is the juicy stuff, guys.
Yeah.
So what this is this is basically using. So Viel just said earlier, like SDXL, training on SDXL sometimes to get. So if you train an SDXL LoRa and maybe a WAN LoRa, to get them completely consistent sometimes is quite difficult. SDXL is very hard to train for beginners, at least. So what this does essentially is so this is the Z image version. We have two versions. We have a Z image version. We have a WAN version. So what we're doing here is we're creating the image of SDXL, because SDXL can do this. You're not going to get this on any other model currently, and especially for NSFW posers. And then we're detailing the image with our character LoRa from Z image. So we're then inpainting and essentially face swapping the face and detailing the face on the image. So and I'll go through sort of how to just quickly go through this flow. So we have our character's image, the reference, like I showed at the beginning. I've had an image that this is another AI image that I want to replicate. It's a different girl, it's just a random image, but I want to replicate it. I've created the prompt with the prompt gen. And then this is something else which we didn't talk about, but up at the top here, there's an SDXL mode. So all of these prompts, SDXL uses tags. So all of these prompts in the prompt generator, if you toggle on SDXL mode, we can then turn them to SDXL prompts, and we can run it like that. So it then takes the image. This is the original image that I created. This was created in SDXL. It's then creating a control net or a depth map of the image to make sure I can get the same proportions and the same this exact same look and style of the image. We're then using Face ID, so this is using no LoRa, so this is just using a face reference to try and gain some facial consistency, and it's running through. So this is just SDXL, and base SDXL is pretty poor. Like this doesn't look some people might be happy with this, but I still think this doesn't look good enough, especially when you zoom in. Like a typical SDXL, things can look a bit just a little bit off.
Looks terrible, actually.
Yeah, it's just the base image doesn't look good, but we fix all of that in the next part of it. That we take this image and we then do what we can with it. So we then upscale it to fix issues, to fix things, other elements, other things like hands, the original image, and we try and fix things like that. We then also detail the face of the character LoRa in to fix things like the face looking off. So this is then using the character LoRa. So if you have a WAN character or you have a Z image character, you can put the LoRa here. As we said, we have this character LoRa, the blondie, and it will then put in that character LoRa's face. So it's like a bit like a face swap. So this all kind of works in sync to create consistent images without having to necessarily train an SDXL LoRa. So if you do have an SDXL LoRa, of course, it's going to work better, and you can load that here. But this is really just made for those of you that have WAN character LoRas and are struggling to create NSFW content. You can use this workflow to do that.
Yeah, and another thing that I want to say here is that, okay, this looks kind of good, but I have to say it doesn't really look exactly like the original girl. But now, guys, what I just show you, the face swap, now imagine we take this image and we put it into that face swap workflow, and we actually get perfect consistency in hardcore NSFW, which is really amazing.
Yeah, and it's all fully AI generated. So you own the copyright, it can be used for fan view. And the constant question I see all the time for new people is, oh, how do I create good breasts? How do I do NSFW? And
Yeah.
the truth is, if you're trying to do it with like WAN or even Z-Image is still quite new. There is more NSFW LoRa's coming out, but they still have issues.
Yeah.
They still have flaws.
You can't do like
Um,
penetration and stuff
No,
like
you
that.
can't do
without-
stuff like
yeah.
this. Like, if you want this sort of stuff, and also there's so many different LoRa's for SDXL, for NSFW stuff, and you can, and like it's just easy. It's easy and it's fast. So when
Yeah.
we go through, we do the same. So mouth detailing, eye detailing. You can see we're focusing on the eyes, detailing the eyes. We then go through a round of nudity detailing, so it focuses on the pussy and breasts. And then we have an image here, and then we go through the post-processing nodes. So we add the iPhone metadata, and then the final image looks like this. You can see how different the image looks.
looks
I mean,
really
to me,
good.
it looks.
Wow.
I mean, this looks really like authentic now. It's so much
Yeah.
better than the
looks good.
original, right? And this was quick and fast. And to be honest, I just did this in one tap. This wasn't. I just
Sure.
generated this now because my PC crashed. I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have picked this one. You could do this as well another 5 times and pick the best one.
Yeah.
This is just one I
SDXL
did
is
quickly.
fast. That's
Okay.
the power of these workflows also for like SDXL, because it allows us to do, let's say, like 100 images at once. It lets you to like generate 100 attempts and then like cherry pick one really, really good one that was like really lucky also, you know. So this is why we wanted to do this batch generation support for this new release, because this is what we need to do really good work. Like, how long is it gonna take to do this by hand or like one image at a time, you know? It's not comparable.
Yeah. So me personally, if I was to use this and you had the character LoRa's, is I would batch load in here 100 NS like OF type images. You could batch load in 100 images, generate the
Yeah.
prompts, add the prompts to the loader, hit run, and then go do whatever you want to do, right? And then come
Yeah.
back and check them all and pick the ones that you
Live
like.
your
like-
life and the stuff. That's
Yeah,
what
just leave it
Install
on.
version 2.0 is all about. Live your life
Just
and
leave it
be
on
free.
and then come back. And then
Yeah.
then all the images are all saved in corresponding folders. So
Yeah.
you can come back, you check all the images and you pick the ones that you want. Like I said, this was one tap.
Yeah.
You could generate 100 images and pick the ones that you think are the
Yeah.
best. But
Yeah.
even so, like let's say you take this image, but there's some errors. There's something with the fingernail, or there's something,
Yeah.
or you want to fix the genitals. So another one is, and I'll go through here, like in painting. So let's say that you want to continue generating images with Seedream, with Nano Banana, with WAN, or you have
Yeah.
images already that you want to fix the details on. So this is a very simple in painting workflow. So essentially what you can do is we're just detailing the image with Lustify. So you can mask the area of the image that you want to fix. So let's just say we want to fix this because by default, this doesn't look great. You can just mask the area you want to fix, hit save. We can put in the prompt, pussy, asshole, whatever you want, whatever we've cropped, and then it will only change that area of the image. So we can see that it's only changed, and this was just a one tap, but you can fix.
Can you run it?
issues.
It should be quite fast, right? Run
It's
it a
fast,
few
but I don't
times.
want to crash. I might
Okay.
crash, and it takes a
You're
lot of
gonna
tries. I already
crash
have
the
run
game.
it, but I don't want to. I'm paranoid
Yeah.
now.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Dude, live demonstrations are not supposed to be successful.
Next time we
at all.
just rent a.
Yeah.
We can rent. It'll be safer to rent a machine. It's just nice to do things local.
What about anything else? Should we start taking questions? Because it's already been quite.
Yeah, I'll just quickly go over the detailing one that I wanted to show, which is the same thing as this.
Yeah.
So you can see,
Okay.
you can keep generating here. It's very fast, and you can pick what you prefer, and you could also do the same for nipples. So it's just a quick fix for NSFW.
Yeah, that's super useful.
This one is also included that I wanted to show earlier. So this is a detailing workflow. So basically, this is kind of a separate modular solution that's the same as what I showed kind of here, but this is for loading images and fixing them. So this is an image that was actually created with Nano Banana, and I wanted to just touch it up a little bit. So I've just loaded it in, and this will then again do the same things that we've discussed. So it focuses on the eyes.
Can you
fixes
show the
eyes.
eyes? Zoom in.
Yeah, so the eyes look kind of like not perfect. And if I have here, you can see it can really fix the eyes.
Wow.
Like it has an
Can you show
extreme-
closer so people can see? Like, that is incredible. It's fucking perfect.
Like the eyes are always a big giveaway of it looking like crap.
Yeah.
So you can see like
Nice,
that
man.
eye there, iris.
She looks
doesn't
so
look-
much more alive with the fix. Wow.
And to be honest, this image on Nano Banana, I'm pretty impressed with it. Just on its own, it was good.
Yeah. And that was generated thanks to our prompt library, the RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the mouth,
So-
you can see
Yeah.
the before, after, just a bit
Oh,
more
wow.
details on the teeth, hands, things like fingernails. Like there's
This is
before.
incredible.
It looks kind of weird, like the fingernails. Like, and I know, like we're being, like you think, oh, we're zooming in on fingernails. Like, yeah, we're zooming in on fingernails because the gooners are going to be looking more and more for errors on images,
Sure.
right? And if the girl has no fingernails, like they're going to think, what the fuck is going on? She's either
Yeah. It interferes with the gooning.
especially if you've got a fingernail fetish.
Yeah.
Feet, we haven't got really any feet in here. Breasts, it's tried to do the nipple behind the hand. Genitals genitals again. We don't have a pussy in shot, so it's just bypassing that. We also have the one and only cock detailing. So for those of you that want to detail the cock, it does it. Works
Or
very
main
well,
character.
actually.
I know that we do have a few people who are doing that. I've seen recently. I'm really amazed, and I want to actually train like a Insta guy or something like that in the future. It's in the works.
This also fixes those issues where you have like some monstrous looking thing. And then you get the final image, which you can then
Wow.
put through the post-processing
Show the face
modes.
closer. I want to see the face again. Dude, that is incredible. So sick.
We've come a long way in the last year, I guess, with AI, right? Like this is back in the day, we were impressed with Stable Diffusion. ST 1.5 was like, wow. Now look where we are.
Yeah. It's still really good though, because all of our like hardcore NFW is thanks to STXL only. But now with set image, we might be able to like kind of like take STXL off the throne, I think. If they release it.
Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, this is all pretty much now. We've got like the latest sort of things. We've got Z image.
That's another thing. We're gonna keep updating this, guys. And once you are VIP for lifetime, and we're gonna update it for lifetime, guys. Make all the new models supported. All like Sea Dream 5, we're gonna support it. Nano Banana Pro. We're gonna support everything. It's just gonna be like an update. Like now, when the foundation is built, adding a new model is literally like 1 minute of work. You know.
And I know some people, I saw a couple of comments like, oh, who's going to pay for this? Who's like, guys, $249. Like, I can tell you, being in this industry, I've sold things like this to agencies upwards in like way, way higher price. This is an absolute fucking steal. Like this is, and of course I'm shilling on it. It's my own product, but I'm honestly, if I was on the other end of this as a creator and I could get all of this for 250 US, fuck me, that is insane.
Dude, yeah, I would
This
be
has been
really
worked on for
excited.
months.
Anyways, okay, so basically the price is $249 until the end of this week, guys. So if you're gonna join now. Next week, the price, we're gonna raise it to $599 actually, to reflect all the insane value that all these workflows and custom nodes hold. And if you are like an agency or you would like to like scale using this work that we are doing, then contact me and let's talk about it. And everybody who wants to buy, we're gonna have a ticket tool that I will put soon. That will appear in this server, and you can just make a ticket really simply to purchase to upgrade to Instaro version 2.0. And why it's not automatic? Because we have to make sure that you know, that you agree to a very, very strict license, because like face swapping and stuff like that, we have to be really careful that we're not going to be held liable later. So I want to work with every individually in DMs or like in the ticket and make sure that, you know, nothing bad can happen and stuff like that. Okay.
You take some questions.
Yeah, let's take some questions. So
Any
if you want to
questions?
ask something, put up your hand and we will bring you on the stage and you can ask whatever you
We're
want.
doing voice
or-
questions. Okay, no pressure.
Okay, so I see King wants to come. Let me take him, invite him. Okay, let's see if he comes. Yo.
If you're already a
brother.
VIP, you don't need to pay again.
Yeah, you don't need
Yo,
to
bro,
pay again. We
this
can
looks
send you-
absolutely fire, bro. Everybody should buy this.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro,
Holy shit.
this is absolutely fire. No cap. The NSFW potential on this. Everybody should
Yeah.
buy this stuff and tune in. I don't
Fuck
have any
yeah.
questions, dude. This is fucking
That is
fire.
insane. Thank you, man. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
And
I
remember,
appreciate the fuck out
we're
of
gonna
y'all, dude.
keep it exclusive also. So there's gonna be only 777 people who are gonna have access to these tools to make sure that like we have the advantage. So you know.
Absolutely crazy, dude. What the fuck? Thanks, homie. I appreciate y'all, guys.
So
Thanks, dude.
thank you, dude.
Love you, dude. Love
Love you, man. So I will bring somebody else. Let's see, Stilton. Would you like to say something? I invite him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe somebody else. Wait, let's see. What about
Well, Ubiquita, Ik, Hasaki, MK.
Yeah,
There's
yeah, I
lots of
will
people, I
invite.
think.
Let's see if they accept first, because otherwise several people come at once. Maybe. Yo. what's
Hello,
up,
how's it going?
How's it
Oh,
going?
Yeah,
man?
so loving the stuff. It's pretty interesting. I've been doing this for quite a while too. I see since Stable Diffusion 1.5 as well too. But I have a couple of questions because I
Sure.
did notice that you use quite a few API keys in the workflow. So I'm just wondering, because we saw one instance where it's like 0.7 cents per
Yeah.
generation. So I want to get a general idea of like if for an average user, right, setting up all the API keys, like how much are we really looking at cost? Because I think that I'm not really sure how this is set up, whether or not we'll be using a shared API with
No.
Instara, or we're going to be
I can
purchasing these.
explain. No, it's like open source basically. You own the tools that we sell you, and you are self-hosting them. And we're only using the API keys because like some stuff is not open source yet, right? So we're only using API keys and API calls through FAL AI and WaveSpeed AI providers, where like the open source version would be worse. You know, we want to support like state of the art. So that's why we have Nano Banana Pro, which is a closed source model that can only be used as an API. You know, we want to support the latest and the greatest tools. So that's why there are API keys. And to be honest, you need $10 to get started. For $10, you get like, what is it, like $10 divided by 0.07. So 0.07. You get 142 images generated for $10 with Nano Banana Pro, and this is like the state of the art in image editing. So you get the best. Okay, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
One other thing as well, I would just say, is that the only things that you're going to be paying for is on those APIs, the NSFW stuff. So the WAN workflows, the ZImage workflows, the STXL workflows, the detailing workflow, the in-painting workflow. You don't need to. They're not using an API. We have templates set up on Vast, or if you have the hardware, you can run it locally. The only thing that you may need to use the API for is Grok to generate the prompts, but that's extremely cheap. How much is it, VL, for the Grok? It uses like nothing, right?
It's literally
less than
nothing, to be
Like
honest.
$5, and you've got thousands and thousands of
Yeah.
prompts.
So, to be honest, if you're gonna buy, I would advise you to have like at least $50 for like API calls and like because you also want to maybe make like videos, like image to video with like Kling and other like providers to make reels and stuff. So you would always have to use some APIs, I think, until a better like open source version comes out that is state of the art. Okay.
So is it safe to say like predominantly like most of the cost is going to be coming from like calls to like Nano Banana Pro, pretty much at 0.7 $0.07 dollars per image.
But to be honest, Nano Banana Pro is most useful for generating a dataset and then using that dataset to train like a one or set image LoRa, and then all the future images you would generate for free. And why you want to do that anyways is because you want to make NSFW images also, which Nano Banana Pro doesn't support. Okay?
Absolutely. I do have a couple more questions. They're really good ones too, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Sure.
I also wanted to know like the size of the workflow, because I know a lot of the boys here, a lot of people here use RunPod, for example, and we have to pay for like network storage. So I'm just wondering like how lightweight is it? How much are we going to expect if we need to, use all these workflows in our cloud instance?
What do you think, Sabia? Is it like 50 gigabytes for all the model downloads? Or maybe a bit more? 70?
More. At least I would say you want at least probably. I mean, at least 100 gig plus. I would say.
At least 100. I usually take 200 gigabytes personally.
90.
I've never run out.
Yeah, and
How about at
50,
least
90
100?
minimum.
90. Okay, fair enough. My next question is like, have you guys have monster PCs, right? Freaking awesome, and I love how quick the generations are on your local PCs. I'm wondering like, how's the optimization on like the cloud, right? Like RunPod, for example. Have you tested it on their servers, and how is it perform?
Yeah, dude, I was just using it today on Vast AI though. I don't really use RunPod much. So they are verified to work with Vast AI, and soon I will test also on RunPod. I just ran out of time and I didn't have time to test like everything. I still have a bit more to do to make sure everything is perfect, and we will keep making sure that it is gonna be in a place where you can just put it on almost any RunPod template, and it should work. Okay.
That's awesome. This is really good stuff. And final.
And if it doesn't work, then we will make our own RunPod template. Okay.
Definitely. I know you mentioned like Kling. Kling is awesome for like video generation. With Instara, is there also like a workflow also for like image video, or like any type of video at all for Instara?
Okay, so for version 3 of Instaro, and this update you will get once you have upgraded to VIP for free in the future. For version 3, we are going to focus on video. So we're going to apply the same batch generation methodology to like generating image to video also. So you can batch video generation also. So yes, we will support that, and we will also focus on Animate to make like the best settings, because actually when you use everything in full precision, like all the models full precision, like on H100 Cloud GPU Enterprise 1, for example, you can get really like almost like the dream results with Animate that maybe you have seen in the wild. Okay, so we're gonna make this workflow also and release it in version 3 of Instaro. Okay,
that's awesome. And finally, I want to know like if we're interested right now at this moment, if we want to like sign up for VIP to get like lifetime access up until 777 members. Of course, I heard that.
Yeah.
How do we do that like instantly, like right now, to get access to this?
You can DM me right now, and I will respond.
We'll make a ticket tool in the future to manage it easier. We just haven't got around to it.
I almost finished the ticket tool setup actually, but I was sweating so hard, guys. You don't believe this. I only got 5 hours of sleep to get all of it almost perfect.
That's really good. Is the sign up process like quick? Is it easy? Is it like how what are we going to expect when we sign up?
I have to ask you a few questions. I will send you our license, and you have to agree. And then I ask you a few questions, and then the payment, and then it's done. It's actually quite simple. There are 3 payment methods: PayPal, Ko-Fi, and crypto payments. Okay, so whichever one of those works for you. Ko-Fi accepts credit cards. So.
Okay. Let's. I want to give others a chance to speak.
Thank you. Very good.
You're welcome. So maybe we take a few more. Dude, it was nice to meet you. I hope to talk to you soon again. Yeah, thanks for asking such good questions.
Definitely, VL. Thank you.
Thank you. I invited somebody. I don't know if they want to speak. Let's see, maybe we take some of the people who have boosted the server, like Marcus, for example.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Hey.
Am I audible?
Now we have two people at once, so we have to manage to like not talk at the same time. Okay. Welcome, guys.
Yep. So first of all, really appreciate you guys like to make
Yeah.
this thing and like yeah, fuck Jimmy Denero. So yeah, man, like my first question, yeah, yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. So
I mean,
uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Go on.
So the first question is like, when are the tutorials gonna upload? Any like about this? Like I'm
Mhm. Like the
yeah, like
step-by-step
I'm
tutorial that I
yeah,
mentioned,
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
start working on it tomorrow, first thing in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. I will start recording because, guys, I've been training like so many character loras in the last week or so since Said Image Turbo was released. I started instantly training character loras on Said Image, and I was also training Van Image character lora at the same time. So I've done like maybe like I think like
Yep.
15 character Lora runs, and I'm gonna show you guys like what I've learned how to train the character Loras, and it will be really easy. I've discovered a method that is so easy to do that it's literally like few clicks. Okay, so I will show that, and I think the tutorial will be released by the end of this week on our YouTube channel.
There's one other thing
Subscribe.
as well, is that I think we mentioned it, but all of these workflows that we've showed, they have for VIPs, you're going to get like a 40 to 50 minute overview video where I go over the workflow in detail and how to use it. So for
Yeah.
those of you that are like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this. I don't know. Like the video goes over how it works and how to use it. So you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, you can already start using and learn it because we have 5 videos uploaded to YouTube, like unlisted, that will be shared with the VIPs today. Okay.
Yeah, right. That's cool. That's cool. And I have some like technical questions. Like I want to ask
Okay.
you. Like for the Instagram, you have the bypass method. Okay, so I mainly focus on the threads also, and the like Twitter. Let's side apart the Twitter. So first, come with the threads. Like the same algorithm which runs the bypass. Is it work for threads? Like or I have to focus on like different kind of bypass method for threads differently.
Mm, well, actually, like how the detection works is that they're actually looking for like patterns that would be found in like natural real images, and these are missing in AI images because AI has
Mm-hmm.
like averaged everything out kind of. It has lost these like specific technical patterns in like the spectral data and stuff, which the AI detector will look for. And so how the bypass works is that it's actually trying to make the image more like a natural image, that it would have all these like things that the AI image doesn't have. Okay, so it's kind of universal, you know. It works with all the like bypass or the detectors, to be honest.
Yep. Like kind of in every platform you are talking about, right? Most
Yeah.
probably. Like, do you have any idea about like the dating app? If I'm asking it wrong or something like that, because they like I tried to like generate some good quality images, like
Yeah.
use some good methods, but the
Yeah.
about the like verification poses, it was all right, but still it can't verify, and my account gets shadow banned. Although I was using fake camera spoofer and something like that. Like, is there any reason they use another like or like it can work? Of course, I will like shoot a try with that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really understand the question, I guess, but you're asking like a platform specific question, like why did you
Yeah,
get like
like
banned or
yeah,
something?
yeah,
I've,
like the
I've been
verification poses which
Dude,
like
it's
Bumble and I
always
think yeah.
evolving. Like the bot detection and stuff is always getting better and better. So if you maybe it's just that the system thinks you are like a bot, you know, like a spam bot. That's why that
the-
might happen, you know. So you have to act exactly like a real user and also look like a real user. And this is something that we will focus on also, the technical side of like how to blend into the like the crowd and start growing organically. We're gonna teach also growth soon. We're gonna make videos and tutorials about this stuff. So stay tuned for that, dude. I think
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome because like I did OFM for like 3 years and like
yeah.
new to this technical stuff and like more focused into the marketing. So yeah, I think that's gonna be good if we take the Reddit part also. It's gonna be really good if someone wants to verify with a picture, like create the name and the date. That's gonna be really good
Yeah,
with
true.
this image models
There's
and
a lot of
workflows.
use cases. Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
nice.
Yeah,
What about you,
perfect.
Marcus? How are you?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you
great.
for
This is
joining.
awesome, guys. Really, really cool. I guess my question is a little bit more advanced, and so I don't want to bore everybody, but I think there is a subset of users on here that really do understand Comfy. And so if this is a DM situation, just let me know and I'll shut up. But otherwise, you mentioned early on in the call that you guys had
Yeah.
like discovered some pretty like some samplers and maybe some schedulers that are really unique. I can't remember quite what you said, but I'm a little curious about that. And I guess my real question is like, you know, the prompts that we're getting from Grok and stuff, you know, they're great and they only get you so far. They get you like 80, 90% there, but like micro expressions and like, you know, eyes glancing to the left or the right, you know, it's kind of hit or miss. So I'm wondering, maybe this question is best for Sabia. What is the best workflow to use to really capture like the real hardcore details of a reference image, for example, and reproduce that as best? I know it won't be 100%, but like what's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I can take it. So, I think I'm still sharing, right? You can still see this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
there's something which we maybe skipped over, but we have emotion control. So
Oh,
you can
yeah.
actually have an emotion control for emotions, and you can
Zoom
check
in a
the
little bit.
default frequency. Can you see? Is it clear?
Yeah.
that's
Now we
sick.
can see.
Yeah, so you can choose the emotion that you want. So a lot of the time, yeah, the emotions come out quite bland. So with this, you can force an emotion. So you can choose the default expression, for example. So if you want like a winking face or you want a playful face, and then the default
Yeah.
frequency. So there's one way to do it, is the expression control. We also have more for those that want to mess around with it. We also have, you can do different creative themes. Also, you can choose the model instructions, and you can have model specific formatting instructions for maybe adding something that you want to do yourself or change for the prompting. Then finally, we also have the system prompt where you can see what is being fed for image to image and also
Yeah.
text to image. And then
And you
if you're
can
still
edit
not
it,
happy, and and that's what I was just going to say. If you're not happy with the prompts, you can come into here and you can manually. There's a text box here. You can manually type into. So if you want to change something, for example, I don't know, you don't like something in the negative prompt. You don't like this. You want to remove it. You can.
Yeah.
As a final
So we
pass.
built
if
it
you
for
want
like
to.
really good UX, so you have control over everything, and you can really easily edit everything, and it's very fast. So
Yeah.
it's very advanced, like prompt generator. You can do anything. You can put custom instructions, and you can make the prompts perfect. Also, it's not like you don't have any control. You can do it. There are many places where you can influence the generation and like do like additional prompt engineering on top of this. Like I think that's what you're asking, like how to get to that 100%, like you said, right?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah.
Because like prompt engineering is like one of the like most complex new
Yeah.
like
And
fields,
time
you
consuming
know?
too.
Yeah.
So
And this
even
tries
with
to
the
help you. Yeah.
even with the NSFW part of SDXL, I mean, you could theoretically use it for any image, right? And it'll create
Yeah.
that depth map and get you pretty close to your reference image on
Yeah.
a character that you have.
The most realistic results you will get with image to image, actually, always,
Yeah,
because you are
right.
copying from real image and get the perfect
Yeah.
composition and the pose and everything.
Incredible.
So
Yes.
we had I suggest doing a lot of image to image experimentation in the future, because it's the way to get the most realistic images, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, thanks, guys.
No, thank you.
You're welcome,
Good
man.
questions.
Thanks.
Good question. Okay,
Got a
let's
couple more.
bring Puguita, maybe.
Yeah, if we bring the people that have boosted or VIPs.
Yeah.
Hello guys,
Yo,
Hello.
man.
how's it going? This is insane. Like seriously crazy, bro. I'm a Beep user. I'm really happy to see this kind of updates. This
Yeah.
is great. And I've been
welcome.
an engineer like for almost 10 years, and honestly, this
Mhm.
is a lot of work behind this. I mean, trust me. So you can
Yeah,
really tell. So you can see
yeah.
the interfaces, the UX, the all the under the hood backend. So
Yeah.
um, for me, there's 3 questions because some of them were asked.
Mhm.
Were like the first question is like there's some tips to reduce costs without killing the quality. Maybe a test mode. Maybe like going on 1K on Nano Banana, or maybe some button to reduce the. I don't know how to explain it, but like to reduce the costs, maybe.
The costs? You mean you
Yeah,
want to have it cheaper?
yeah, because sometimes like when you're
Dude,
testing,
I saw actually somebody sharing that you can get a lot of free Nano Banana generation from like having a AI Studio or like Google account. Like I can explore actually integrating with that also, so that you can even do
okay,
the free ones maybe in the
yeah,
future. Yeah.
that was a question. Can I connect it to the Google Cloud? That's a question for you
For
guys.
sure.
Okay. This next question is like, what about video? We have maybe something with
Video?
it. Video
Y-
for
Yeah,
videos.
I can make an update really soon to have really cool video generation also with the prompt generator. You know, I will do a
Okay.
special prompt library maybe for video, and that will be cool also because actually video prompting is also a very big field where you can do like very cool stuff and discover new cool like viral reels and stuff maybe, you know.
Okay. Perfect. And the last question, what are the next steps for you guys? Because, I mean, there's something that you left, or maybe you're planning
Yeah.
some on the future,
Dude,
maybe
it's the
some website.
contest, guys. We're gonna focus on the contest also now.
Okay.
We're gonna do a Twitch live stream soon, and I will be going through all the contestants and reviewing their work and their the submissions, so that people who take part feel that they are valued and that they get like visibility from doing this. You know, to inspire people to do it. You know, very actively and discover new ways to make like even more realistic images and stuff like that. Okay. So we will do that, and we will keep developing the nodes and updating them and supporting all the models. We've been developing it non-stop for like how long? Like 1 month more.
Too long. 2 months, I
Fucking
think.
too long. I'm going
Working
crazy
on this.
already. doing it.
Like this hasn't just been like this hasn't been like a part-time thing, guys. Like we have actually, both of us have been like, I've been doing the day shift and VL's been doing the night shift. Like we were doing that for like over a month. Like it has been like a lot of development. Like it hasn't been easy. There's a lot of challenges to get Comfy UI to work like this with this
So
sort of
if there are
custom
some
nodes.
hiccups still also, guys, please bear with us. We're gonna get there. We're gonna keep updating. That's the point of VIP experience. You're gonna be valued, and we're gonna make sure like eventually we all will succeed in this new like area, you know. We're gonna be the
Yeah, it's just the
masters.
beginning, right? We're going to keep updating it. If when the Z image base model gets released, we'll
Oh yeah.
update these workflows to work with that. If Qwen 2 comes out or the new Qwen
Oh,
edit,
that reminds
like
me.
it's
We're gonna
constant
start also training big models again. Once now I get a bit of this work like off my shoulders and have it finished, then we're gonna start training like set image model like Instagirl and so on to make like even more realistic set image. You know, because I think set image is gonna be really good in the base version. It seems so. It has very good lighting and it's so fast. And it has good support for like control nets, I think, and all the other good stuff that you need to make even more realistic image to image, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, guys.
Thank
Seriously,
you.
thank you for all the work.
Thanks for asking for questions. It was nice to hear.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, take care.
Bye-bye. Got a few more.
Okay. Let's see if there's somebody VIP. Let me see. I want to bring multiple people up actually. Let me invite Comfy Coder, for example.
It's annoying we
Finally
can't
got a
see.
question. Hi guys.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah, honestly, it's amazing what you guys have done. Like, literally, the price you're offering, the current one you offered is worth it. But this is amazing. I wasn't expecting this really. But the question I've got, as you know, VL, you know, I always ask you this, but like, obviously, I've got a 5090 and I use it locally.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to kind of clarify because I think I might have missed it before. But with the workflows, obviously, the ones that have APIs, such as Nano Banana and the ones that are there, anyone that doesn't have an API such as Nano Banana and Seedream, will they easily work on a local system? Because obviously I've got a 5090, so I want to try and keep it local if I can, really.
How much RAM do you have?
System RAM, I've got 96 gig, and obviously VRAM.
Dude, you're fine. You can even you can use all of the workflows.
All of these I'm running locally on a 5090, 64 gigabytes of memory, and I can run all of these workflows fine.
Yeah.
How do you manage that though? Because you mentioned obviously the Nano Banana. So obviously, if I'm going to use like yourself there, you just mentioned you got a 5090. If I'm going to use Nano Banana and Seedream, obviously I'm going to need some kind of API. There's going to be a cost, but are you referring to the ones that are non-Nano Banana?
The open source models don't use APIs. So for those you'll need a 5090 or as a minimum really, unless you're maybe tweaking settings though. Even then I think
like
it'd be a strong.
the most heavy model that is part of the workflows is the 2.2 models. Both low and high noise are both included in the one goated workflow. So we are using also like the benefits you get from using the high noise one model. And these are big models, if you use FP16, then you will run out of VRAM, I think, on 5090. You have to
right,
use
because I've basically
FP8,
got
I think.
I've got like 3 terabyte of models, all the WAN, SDXL, and even Z image. I've got like nearly 3 terabyte of a drive just for models. But I'm happy with what you guys said. So basically, I can use it locally, apart from the ones that need an API.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You can use everything locally on your system.
And you can also use it on the cloud GPUs. So even if I don't even have a GPU myself, I have a bad laptop and like a 2080 Ti. So I can do all the local ones with APIs like Nano Banana Pro. I can do all of those. I can do face swap. All that works locally. Yeah. What doesn't work is like the character LoRa generation workflows to make like the final images. For that you need 5090 at least. Yeah, and you can use on cloud also. Yeah. And if you want to do
the question, but like I said, I think. I just want to say, like I said, thanks to that was really the questions I had, because I know there's guys waiting to ask questions. But like I said, the price you're offering for this, I mean, it's surreal. Some of the stuff on here, I can't wait to get stuck in. It's amazing work.
Okay, let's go. I want to see what people create. I want to see what you create, guys. I'm so excited to see what people.
No, because what it is very quickly, like there's guys I know. I've done this for like 3-4 years. There's guys selling basically upscaler workflows for £100. Like I mean, and you guys this, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
what you guys are offering, but yeah.
Dude, we're here to empower you, not to fucking rob you. We're gonna get.
Listen, we all want to make money at the end of the day, but it's amazing. Some of the tools you're offering, it's ridiculous. Like some of the stuff, can't wait. Really. So.
It's just like a side project. The main project is gonna be the platform itself. When we like take it to the next stage, where we become like an actual like a web platform that enables all of this even more easily, where you can like literally like one click and it looks beautiful and stuff, Because ComfyUI is still very like messy, to be honest. We can make it much better with custom build, and that's what we're gonna focus on next. Also, if people ask what is our plans, okay?
Cool. Thanks. Let me ask the question, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Okay, let's take one last, and then because it's already taken a long time. Actually, the stream has been going for like how long now? Let's take Clemboard. Okay. Yo, dude. Wait, let me move Marco. He didn't come. Let me see somebody else.
I'm also wondering if it's maybe easier if we have people, if people want to quick fire some questions, we can give quick answers as well. Just for those that I know maybe want to ask, people keep asking to speak. I mean, it might just be easier if people just type the questions and we can quickly answer them. Maybe we
because the chat also. Wait, let's read the chat. Maybe people are asking. Wait. Okay, I invited somebody to speak also. People are asking.